Hey guys, what's up? I just want to say welcome to all the new subscribers that have joined the YouTube over the weekend. I just want to say thank you and welcome. Welcome to the art site. So we're going to continue with our drawing that we were doing last week. We're actually going to start adding some color. Got a couple of cool videos that I want to do this weekend, so we're going to try to wrap this one up as soon as possible. Yeah, anyway, and also too, if all goes well this week, but also too, I wanted to showcase some of the work that some people have been doing. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing this week. Anyway, so let's just jump right into it. So here's what we're going to do. We have a middle layer. We still have our shadow layer, which was down here. I just hid it for now because we won't need it. But what you want to do is you want to, if you don't have a new layer, so let's just say you don't, so let's get rid of that one real quick. Okay, so if you don't have a new layer, go ahead and hit the plus button. Make sure you have the middle one. Make sure this is in between, so you don't want it above or beneath. So make sure it's just in between. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to our tools. Make sure you have this paintbrush right here selected. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to start coloring. So what we're going to try to color, we're going to try to color as much as possible within a short amount of time. So let's see, make this a little bit smaller just so it's not all over the place. But yeah, so there's really not much to do at this point other than just color. So I'm just going to kind of just talk about whatever until we get to the point to where we need to be. Now, some of you might be like, okay, well, why doesn't he just use the bucket tool? And the reason why is because, believe it or not, even though it might seem like it's quicker, what happens when you use the bucket tool is sometimes it will get only a small area, and it will leave like close, like you see here where these lines are, it will leave like little white gaps. And that actually takes more time to go back and try to fix than doing it this way. So, like this, you only have to do it once. So, that is why I'm not using the bucket tool. And it's not, it's not that I never use the bucket tool, but it's just for right now. And I mean, this is quick enough too, so it's not something that we need to be freaking out over. Okay, so just color that in, and you see, it's really not taking that long. We'll be done here in just a second. So let's just keep coloring. For those of you who may have missed it, I'm sure you may have seen the video, but maybe didn't click on it. But anyway, I put up the video of the X-Men Days of Future Past drawing that I did. But I did that for you guys. So if you guys want to use it as your wallpaper for your tablets or phones, just feel free to go right ahead. That'd be even cool if if you could actually take like a screenshot and send it to me or something. That would be I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, like take a screenshot of like your home screen and then just kind of send it. I would like to see that. I think that would be cool. And unfortunately, I don't really have like a place where you can download it, so you'll just pretty much just have to just do copy and save from the Facebook page. I put a link in the description of that video that links directly to that image. So yeah. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Whoops. Yeah, let's just try from that angle. There we go. So I had got a question too, and it was about doing sizing for like a comic book panel kind of thing. So I did look into that, and there's no real. I couldn't find a really good app for doing that. Like I think I mentioned in the comment, I said you might want to check out Sketchbook. Yes, I'm sorry, not Sketchbook. Photoshop. You might want to try Photoshop and see Photoshop Touch. That is. You might want to try that out and see if that will help you any. But as far as there just being a regular app for doing that, I haven't found anything. So the only suggestion I could probably give you is you can actually pick. There's okay, for instance, in Sketchbook Pro, there's different sizes for your canvas. So you could do each comic panel on the according to the size that you want, and then you could actually you could do the sizing like that. Then you could take that drawing and you could, I'll probably do a tutorial on this, but I'm still trying to just explain in case you need to know it like right now. But you could take that the drawing that you did, you could take it and then you could go ahead and start to add the drawings back into Sketchbook on a new canvas. That might work. I think that's the only best suggestion I can give right now. So yeah, I still need to kind of look into it a little bit more, but that might work. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna, what are we at? 7 minutes? Okay, that's fine. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and touch these little pieces right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and start adding in some shadowing. Just like that. Oops. By the way, I am doing a video this week for a few people that have sent me their artwork. And if you want to be in that video with your artwork, it's not too late. You can actually just send it to howtodrawlikejohn@gmail.com, and I'll put your artwork in the video. So yeah. Okay, so we're getting ready to start doing some shadowing, so then I'll start explaining more. It's just, whoops. It's just, gosh, let me zoom in. It's just, I'm only coloring. So, I mean, there's not much to explain about that. Okay. So now it's got some color on it. So now, what would you want to do? Well, let me show you. First, let's create a new layer. And what we're going to do now is we're actually going to stay with purple, but we're going to go to a darker purple. So, if you can see that up there, that's a really, really, really dark purple. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the airbrush tool, and we're going to come over here to our layer. We're going to drop the opacity to about 60%. That's fine. We'll probably adjust it more, because I always do. Okay. One thing that's really important, I think even before I do this, so you might want to, okay, scratch this layer real quick. So forget the purple just for a second. Come over and get some red, and you can just change to whatever tool you want for this. But for this particular drawing, and whatever drawing you're doing, there's something you always want to pay attention to. Your light source, for instance, my light source in this drawing, I'm going to have it hitting in this direction. So, so all I'm going to do is just put a little arrow over here. And that's literally just to remember that the light is going to be hitting here, so just always make sure that you're coloring and doing your shadowing to fall on this side. So you want it to fall on the right. So you can even go like this. Put an S here. Oops. Put an S here for shadow, and just put like a little arrow just like that. Just so you can remember, because I've forgotten sometimes and it can get irritating. Okay, but we can drop that to the very bottom of all the layers. Okay, so let's come over here and create a new layer and go back to what we were going to do originally. Let's go and get purple. And, wait, there we go, dark purple. Okay, and we had our airbrush tool. And we had our opacity layer to, well, there we go, 60. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, if anyone wasn't clear exactly on what I was trying to say. We're going to go ahead and start shading in this. Now see, I mean the light, it's not hitting here, so that's why we just want to go ahead and just like that. We could probably even make it, the colors are looking really funny on the camera, they're not correct. We can make that a bit darker though, so I knocked it up to 80%. But yeah, the colors look really funky on the camera, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to have to get a better camera at some point. But not today. Okay, so we're just shading. We're shading all of the areas that light should not be able to hit, at least super hard or direct, or just, yeah, direct. So here, where you can see where the little joint kind of bends like this, you would definitely want some shadow under there because the light's not really being able to hit there correctly. Also the same with this right here, a little bit right here. Keep it on pretty much level with this, and the reason why is because if you look at it, this part is actually out of the shadow area, so the light would actually be able to reach right there. Okay, so let's just keep going. And what are we at? 11 minutes? Okay. This just might have to be a longer video. Go ahead and shade that in. Shade this in. Now when we first put that shadow layer down, I wasn't talking about the whole thing, like remembering where to put your light source and stuff, so we'll probably create a new shadow layer for that. Okay. You see, this really doesn't take that long. Once you pretty much get your colors, like starting to add the effects that make your drawing stand out, they can actually go by pretty quick. Just put a little bit there. And let's come over here and shade this in. So I'm trying to, just so you guys know, I'm probably going to start trying to keep it to at least 1 or 2 videos within a day. I really don't want to hit 3 videos. I know I've done it before, but it's a bit much. More so, I think it would be a bit much for you guys, because I don't want to feel like I'm spamming you guys, you know, so I kind of want to just out of respect, so. Okay, and now see right here, I want to show you something to do. Now the light, it's not hitting here, but you wouldn't want a shadow as thick as this one that we have here. So what you want to do, like I just decrease the size of my airbrush tool, and now I'm just coming in lightly. Well, not really lightly, but it's very thin. Just coming in, just re-adding. I think we'll make this video 20 minutes. I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back and start putting all of this stuff in. Pretty much just like that, yeah. So, again, I'm just going to start talking about random stuff because we're not doing anything other than just shadowing these far right corners of everything. But, yeah, if you, I'd like to know I don't know, what are some of your guys' favorite apps for creativity and being productive and stuff? Just kind of interested. I always enjoy looking for apps. So what we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna fill these in. We're gonna do something a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna fill that in, and then also too, we're gonna fill in this. I tell you guys, like, drawing is just, there's nothing like it. It's just awesome. I really enjoy drawing, so the fact that I get to do this for you guys is just, it's kind of wow. So, now I'm sorry that looks a tad bit dark on the camera. It's actually not that dark, but it's hard trying to adjust my camera to match correctly exactly what's on the screen. But, yeah. Okay. So now what we're actually going to do is we're going to merge our shadow layer with our color layer. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's merge that. Just like that. So see, now they're merged. But what I want to do though, just so the eyes don't get too lost, I want to go ahead and just do something. So let's create a new layer. Let's select white. And we should still have, yes, we have our airbrush tool. Let's change our opacity to 53%, should be fine. And let's just zoom in. And you know, I forgot though, I actually didn't want this. I want this on the top. So we're going to move this layer and put it on top. There we go. Actually what I wanted. And actually now that I look at it, this needs to be a lot stronger. So we're going to knock the opacity back up to, there we go, 81% should be fine. Okay guys, well, I think we're going to cut the video right here. And, well wait, I said 20 minutes, didn't I? Yeah, you guys, you guys are probably like, come on John, we got to get our 20 minutes in for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and merge that with the rest of this. So yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to get some more stuff in before we run out of time for today. Let us. Okay, we already have white. So what we're gonna do is, I've done videos on this before. We're gonna start doing some highlighting. Don't worry about adjusting the opacity right now. We're just gonna go ahead and start. So now, mind you, the light source, it's hitting, and so you always want to make some sharp edges for where that light is supposed to be hitting. So that's why we're going to highlight, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So mind you, the light is hitting from here. It should be hitting these corners over here on the left side of everything. Just like we did the shadow layer on the left, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do a light source on the right. And so let's see. That's probably a good enough size. So all we're going to do, make sure that you're on a new layer and you don't scribble on top of like your line layer. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and just start doing this. Now mind you, this is a lot of, this, I'm trying to think how to say this. This actually gives your drawing some more life to it, or not just, well, life and also more 3 dimensions too. So this will actually help keep your drawing from looking extremely like flat and stuff. So you see, we're doing almost the exact same thing we were doing with our shadow layer, except we're just doing it. Well, I mean, here we're doing it on the top, but pretty much mostly we're doing everything to the left now. So yeah, just like that, we can put just a tad bit right there. And like so. This video is going to take a good while to upload. Okay, so maybe for here, we'll make it a little bit wider. Just a little bit like that, and we'll put a little here. Not a whole lot, just a tad bit. Okay, let's move over here and do the same thing. Do the same thing. Oof. Choking over my words again. Mixed up with a little bit of hiccup. You know, I would love for all of my videos just to be absolutely perfect, like I was a robot or something, but, to tell the truth is I honestly just don't have time to edit all of them at this point. So that's why they're just mostly pretty much just a straight shot. Okay, so let's do a little bit here on his fingers. Mind you, only on the left side. That's all we're gonna do. Just like that. And then right here you want this to be really bright. That's like a ball kind of joint. And you want that to be bright because the light, usually when you have like a ball setting, like where there's direct sun, you always see that that light spot on the ball. So you definitely want to make sure that we have that there. We could have actually done that just a little bit better over here. Okay, just like that. And we can put a little right here. I don't want to go too far down because maybe just really, really, really lightly. There we go. And then right here. Okay, so now I want you guys to really be able to see how big of a difference that made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we're going to go ahead and merge this, and I'm going to throw a background in here. So I'm just going to hit a new layer and drop it all the way to the bottom. This will probably be a gray layer. And when I say gray, I really mean gray. Okay, and let's fill it. If I filled it. There we go. Whoa. Okay, that looks terrible on the camera. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust that. Let's change it to... That just, oh my gosh, I can't believe how bad that looks on the camera. Let's try all black. Gosh, that's even worse. Okay, here's what I think this is what I need to do. Okay. I hope you guys can see that. Anyway, but this is what was different. So you can see, let me just zoom in. So now you can, well, if you're drawing this, you should be able to see though. But now you can see like the highlights and just kind of the way it's all kind of making the drawing not look extremely so flat. Because seeing now, if I were to take away the color, then you can see how flat this looks, and then just by adding all that back in, he looks like he's has some little dimension to him. So you can see all the dimension that's in this layer that we're working on. Alright guys, so I'm going to end the video here. I haven't done a video that's been like, what, 23 minutes? Almost 24 minutes? I haven't done that in a while. But regardless, you know, I really want to just do this just to really show you guys in full detail, like step by step, what you should do for drawing and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I will see you in the next video. We're going to try to wrap this one up. It might take 2 more videos to finish this completely the way I really want to get it done. But anyway, regardless, thank you guys so much for always, keeping me energetic, keeping me motivated to keep making these videos for you guys. And yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. And if you're watching this video and if you like what you see in this video and on my YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I upload all the time, so you'll always have new content to watch. Alright, so I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, and yeah, guys have a good evening.